Hello everyone! Welcome to part 2 of my conversation with Brendan Milne-Kor. Now Brendan is a multidisciplinary artist from Singapore whose work focuses on making socioeconomic commentary, especially about the state of conservation in Singapore. Now in this part of the conversation, we focus on his work on borrowed land. So we talk about the genesis of On Borrowed Land, the reaction that his exhibition got from various people, including bodies of authority, and also what he thinks about this concept of millennial nostalgia. Now this is part 2 of 3 of our conversation, and if you enjoy it, please do check out the other parts of our conversation in the other videos. Okay, so the background is you painted portraits of the sellers at the market when it was about to close, a couple of months before it was about to close. I think it's interesting that you use portrait because traditionally if you think about, let's say, Renaissance portraits, it's for rich people, rich benefactors who need to look good, and then they ask artists, they commission artists to come in and paint themselves. But you're bringing it, I cannot, it's so far from sort of like galleries, you're bringing it to something called the Thieves Market, you know, thievery, like poor. And you're bringing it there and you're making people appreciate them in a different light. You're bringing what should be high art, a medium that's high art, horrible term, but high art, to a mass market. You bridge the gap and it's like huge. There's a lot of social commentary, there's also a social service in a way of connecting the two distinct groups. So that's what I see in it. There's a lot in there, I know. Is that what you were going for or not?
Okay, I think those are very good point, and it's what drives me for doing things.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I always live by this quote: art by the people for the people. So legit, it's like and a background, I do a lot of social commentary because I feel like it's very effective. I play a lot on pop culture.
Yeah.
A lot of current affairs kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, where am I going at? Just mind blank. Okay, so yeah, and I do reflect sometimes about art because I did teach art for a while and how to get people interested in art. But like I feel like art is generally, but it has changed since last time. It has always been a luxury.
Yeah.
Because if you think about people who are in the lower income, they are like just trying to work hard to get income for themselves. They won't give a shit about art, unless that gives them income.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just pure leisure, pure luxury. It's just for people. It's not a commodity kind of thing. So, but I was very inspired when I learned about different artists that were using art as a tool for social and political change. Not that I'm doing it for change lah, I'm doing it for commentary. Yeah, so I realized that it takes someone special, someone who is willing to, who is passionate about a specific issue to talk about it. And then it just so happens if that person is an artist, it will be very interesting because he can how do you say, portray, or how do you say, talk about the issue in a different, more interesting,
in a more creative way, I suppose.
Yeah, and about art being for high art being more palatable to the people. I feel like it's very important because if you want to get people interested in art, you got to let them understand it. And I do not do like abstract art, like super conceptual to the point. It's just this plain white painting, black painting or whatever.
I've seen some of those before, by the way.
I mean, I myself am then disgusted. So my friend asked me, right, because I'm the art person within the group, like, hey, what is this? Don't ask me, I really don't know. I really don't, I don't stand for this kind of art. I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta give credit for them, they're smart, they don't
smart,
much, and they're getting money for it. So, okay, where was I at?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Where was I at? Talking about high art and So I don't believe in as in like, I would say I don't believe in art being only for the elites. Because as I say, I'm very pro social commentary kind of person who does work that is easily accessible to the normal everyday humans, like for the people, by the people. So it's easy for them to understand. That's why I look into the different ways artists have used art, and I thought that and I concluded that pop art
Yes.
is definitely the way to go.
Yes.
You see all this imagery everywhere.
Yeah.
It's easily recognizable.
Yeah.
It's familiar, and you first of all you clickbait the people,
Yeah.
get them to look at it,
Yeah.
and then afterwards you see all the little subliminal message that's
Yeah.
inside the piece, which is what I do, especially for my photo series.
Yeah.
There's a lot of attention to details, and yeah, it gets the people pondering and standing in front of your work
Yeah.
by scrutinizing it, and you finally get a bigger
Yeah.
picture.
So you talk about social commentary. What I'm curious about is, I know your commentary wasn't specifically about the market. It was broader. But I also know that so when the market was closing, there was a lot of, I think I read some article that said it's like millennial nostalgia.
Correct.
Of something that I personally had never been there. I think many people had never been there. I also felt a sense of sadness for some reason when it was closing, but I had never been there. And then it's a bit ironic because all of us had not really been there, and yet we were sort of romanticizing this thing. I guess if you heard about that, did you agree or not? And also, had you been there personally before?
Yes. Okay. That was the same question I was asked in another film. It was a film which I was featured in. It's called Trespass.
Yes. I know about the film.
OKJ. Yeah. It was featured at the documentary. I mean, in the exhibition as well.
Yeah.
So I would say all this millennial nostalgia is, though it's damn cringe.
Yeah.
But like, there's, as I mentioned before, it's both good and bad lah.
Yeah.
Bad in a way that they actually don't really give a shit after like 1 year later. They all come for the exhibition. I think. No, yeah, like that, yeah. Good in the sense that it did bring buzz to the place, and it does like tell, in a way I hope, tell the authorities that people still care
about it,
about these places.
Yeah.
But it takes, but I would say overall it's not that good unless you take the extra mile to do something with that nostalgia.
Yeah.
Do a film like my friend, do a photography series, have an exhibition about it. I don't know.
Try to tell stories of the guy who did the exhibition.
Yeah, I guess it's about going the extra mile to actually, don't just do it for the gram lah. Do it for the people.
Yeah, yeah.
If you actually really do care.
Yeah.
So I guess it's easy to tell who actually, if that place really matters to the people who does not lah. Yeah lah. In a very ugly way.
To me, it's not just the place. I think it's the idea of conservation and of respecting our past in a way.
Correct. Because actually on borrowed land was supposed to be like a sign, an art sign, like a sign, art sign kind of thing, whereby we wanted to cover different borrowed lands in Singapore.
Okay.
So because
sorry, what's the definition of borrowed land?
Because it's on the notion of how the land we are all staying in Singapore is all borrowed by the government, and for like 199 years or something like that, and it will be leased back to them at the end of tomorrow. So that's borrowed lands. And because it was during that period of time, I think it was in 2017, whereby there were loads of all these places in Singapore that were being,
like the Rocha.
Yeah, Rocha Centre, Dakota Crescent, Bukit Brown is
I went there as well. Yeah, Bukit
like,
Brown's now gone.
Kind of thing. So it's like we wanted to. We felt like, because he was my partner was one of my seniors in NS, so we felt like the least we could do was to document it and to make it into a design. Yeah, so that was the initial idea. So it's meant to be like on borrowed land, Sungei Road Market, on borrowed land, Rocha Centre,
like a series,
kind of thing.
Okay.
Like
but you ran out of time or something.
Time, effort, money, NAC, NH, all the sponsors, so cannot.
Okay, wait. That's the other one because.
Oh, shit.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Trust me, I'm not gonna watch this. So. I found it very funny because when you were publicizing your showcase or exhibition at the substation, which is, sorry, it's gone by now. Your Instagram post was actually quotes of the rejections that you got. Do you think any of it was actually because your commentary was almost dangerous in a way, subversive in some way or another?
It's not subversive, but it's more of sensitive kind of thing, because you can, if you follow the news, you can see them trying their best. I mean, the government has. Oh, okay, sorry. I mean,
I can say it for you if you want.
They have been trying. They have been closing one eye for the market, because they have. There were many instances where the market was asked to be closed down, It has reduced in size over the years.
Yep.
And I guess 10th of July last year was the final straw.
Yeah.
So they have been trying their best to kill this cockroach, you know.
Yeah.
But it just wouldn't die, and it finally died. And then a group like on Road then trying to talk about this cockroach.
Yeah.
Again, it's gonna be very their eyes gonna twitch.
Yeah.
So I would guess that's what they're not favorable about. I would guess, I don't know, maybe.
Let's say, I mean, on a more serious note, I guess, like, the people who are there, I mean, I would say you are as well connected to the sentiments of the sellers.
I wouldn't say
as anyone else.
as much lah, because like I'm only there because I don't have to worry about other things.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this out of my passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But like, how do you think they felt though? Because do a lot of them actually rely on that like solely as their livelihood?
Okay, that's interesting. Some of them do not.
Okay.
Actually, I would say the people that I met.
Yeah.
But it's more of maybe, I don't know, fate or something.
Yeah.
The people that I met are actually quite okay. They do it as a hobby. Some of them have already what do you call that? Retired already. They go to the market the weekends just to make friends. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But that doesn't mean there are really people there who do rely that as a livelihood lah.
Yeah.
But I would say there's help for them.
Yeah.
But I don't follow up on whether they want the help or not.
Yeah. And it's not your job.
Yeah. I don't, because I feel like I should, since I'm since I talk about it kind of thing. But like I have other stuff to do, so yeah.
And also, I think, I mean, you are not an activist or policymaker.
I'm not activist. Oh my god, no, I'm not activist. Yeah. So from what I've seen, the activist groups that have been helping, they always portray them in a very sad light lah.
Yeah.
And if you're constantly being bombarded with all this pity party kind of thing, it's just gonna irk you lah.
Yeah.
I feel. But like as going back to the point, the government they don't entirely like ignore them. They did provide them help, but I don't know what's the follow up lah.
Yeah.
But I saw one of the reasons, the reply was about their dignity and stuff like that, which I'm like, the heck? It just help lah, just receive lah. If you really need help, then just go and help lah.
Conversation.
Yeah. So I would say,
rather.
But it's more, I would say the reason why I take on this project was more of the bigger picture of conserving all these lesser known heritage sites.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Sorry, this is a slight aside, but there's actually a street in Chicago that went through a very similar history as Sungei Market. It was basically the street where blues music grew up. I can't remember what it's called at this point in time, but it's a very famous street. It's on like the southwest side rather. And it used to be where all the Jewish immigrants would come in, and then later years where all the Hispanic, Latino immigrants would come in. It's the first port of call. It's very poor. And then on Sundays, all these blues musicians, and blues musicians are poor, historically very poor, would come out and play on the streets, and there'd be lots of parties and stuff. And then one of the public universities in the US, bought up that plot of land in the late 90s. And there was a big movement, protest. I mean, you imagine the US, Chicago, many protests against it. But the university had the money, they came in, they got rid of it. And I think I think the same conversations happened back then as well. Like, you know, what can we do to help them? Is there anything to help them? And you can see the same things happening. So it's quite curious that like things happening across countries, across cultures are actually quite similar. End result is the school took over the street. I'm not sure what happened to all the poor people who live there and all the sellers, but in the US I presume they're maybe homeless. The street is now soulless. It has some statues and commemorative plaques, but no one reads it.
Oh, shit.
It looks like any street you would find here. There's a bus station, there's a Greyhound station.
Yeah, Sungei Road now is soulless. Is it gonna use it as a, I don't know, MRT station when there's really Jalan Besar there already? So I don't know.
Anyway, one last thing before I talk about the toxic friends, but what reaction did you get from it? Do you, like, friends, family, people who came not related to you, did you get them thinking?
The reaction was good, as in the response was good.
Yeah.
There were people that, definitely a lot of friends and families, because there were total 11 to 12 artists that were involved, so their own social circles would come.
Yeah.
But I did get people who came based on like on the interest groups which we publicized, and the articles which were being publicized, which is very heartening.
Yeah.
One of the aunties, I only came because I saw the newspaper. I'm like, oh damn,
that's very good. Yeah.
So it's good lah. I guess it got people talking.
Yeah.
Hopefully for that maybe 1 week, but it still got them talking.
Still something. Yeah.
People asking, are you gonna do more? Collaborations did come in through our emails.
Yeah.
But like we say, we're university students, so we gotta see how about it. So yeah, there's definitely a potential for such an event. Hopefully we can continue, because the initial event was supposed to be a larger scale, but we didn't get sufficient budget. We had no budget at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's your own money.
Yeah, it's our own money. Correct.
Savings.
Ouch.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be a much more larger scale.
Yeah.
Whereby greater audience, greater space.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just resorted to a, how do you say, art exhibition. So we've still got more ideas up our sleeves.
Yeah. Hello again. I hope you enjoyed this part of the conversation, and I hope you learned something. Now please let me know what you think, either comment or reach out to me directly. And if you enjoyed this part of the conversation, then please look out for the other videos. I'll see you soon.